Hey, what's up? Peace and love. I'm back after a long delay. So, today I'm responding to a very interesting video that I watched this morning where a question was posed: do you or do we need religion? And as a person who walked away from my traditional religion that I was raised in, I know many other people who have done the same thing, who have walked away from whether it be Christianity, whether it be Islam, whatever religion they were raised in, they just saw the corruption in it and they left. But what I find sad is I see many, many people who have made this decision to leave religion, which oftentimes was a good decision to make because whatever religion they were in wasn't making their lives better. It was actually oftentimes making their lives worse, which was my case. But the sad thing that I see is these individuals leaving religion and at the same time leaving spirituality. Now, I think in this debate of whether we need religion or whether we don't, it's really important to separate religion from spirituality. Spirituality is something that has been with us since the beginning of the human experience. It's part of who we are as humans and is an essential part of who we are. Religion at one point in time, a long time ago, was more of a tool that helped individuals facilitate a spiritual experience. It was a tool that helped individuals grow spiritually. It was a tool that helped people learn spiritually. And it was a tool that started from the inside and worked its way out. So people became stronger individually. And that's why you hear references. I'm going to go to the Bible here for a second, where you hear Christ say, the kingdom comes within you. So that's a spiritual comment, not a religious comment. Right? But what we've seen in our day and age is that religion has become weaponized, and instead of enabling individuals spiritually, it's actually disabled people spiritually to the point where people cannot even have a spiritual experience or experience a personal spiritual routine or spiritual relationship with whatever they consider to be God without the medium of religion. And that's what I think is really sad and really, really dangerous, is when people are not able to experience that part of themselves unless they have some sort of religion or some sort of priest or something in between. And that's where, for me, religion can become dangerous. But I think in this day and age, it's important for people to be enabled personally to be able to do things on their own without help. We're living in the selfie generation. Everybody has the ability to learn much more than they once did. There was once a time when if you wanted to learn about spiritual things, you had to go to a spiritual library somewhere, whether it was a temple or a church. That's not the case anymore. Now, people can develop themselves spiritually. But I guess the ultimate point is, I think that we need to make sure that for those of us who have chosen to walk away from organized or structured religion, I think it's important that we remember that there's a need for spirituality and the power of spirituality, the power of prayer, the power of meditation, the power of communal prayer. When communal prayer happens, there's three amazing things that take place. There's communication. A, whoever's praying is speaking to the group, but is also speaking to themselves, and they're also invoking the spiritual energy of the group, right? So it's a threefold process, and it's a very, very powerful process. And it's an empowering process that leaves people with great invigoration and great spiritual vitality. And I think what you see is when you look around, it doesn't matter if you walk away from religion, there's still spiritual influences all around us, and a lot of them are negative. Social media is a negative spiritual influence. TV is a negative spiritual influence. The spirits are constantly being used either for you or against you. And so the point is, don't let religion interfere with your spirituality. Don't let the church or the mosque or whatever it is affect your ability to grow, to learn, to develop, and to live a spiritual lifestyle. So much for today. Peace and love. Talk to you soon.